The following broadcast is a presentation of the ND Sports Channel.
Oaks Tornadoes down 2-0 here to the Kindred Vikings. As Michael Hall will pass it over far side there for Schaefer. Schaefer looks inside for Gavin Keller. Gavin Keller with the slam dunk. That pass inside of the lane was taken away by Fargo Davies, and another nice pass and a slam dunk. Grayson Heyman with the slam dunk in the JV game. Guillermo, a perfect 4 for 4, and a slam dunk from Harney. Hettinger tries to cut through the lane, outlet pass into the corner there for Heinitz. Back over to Hettinger, wide open for 3. Got it and one. Wow. Kaylee Jackson, three-pointer up, and no, that one won't go in. Tana Lick pulls down the deep offensive board. She'll put up a 3. That one's in, and we're tied. 16 fouls. And the pass is intercepted by Overby. Overby has an opportunity to dunk it! He nailed it, the two-handed throwdown. 41-37, 4:25 to go here as the Kindred Vikings will work it down low. Another slam dunk and one. How about that? A slam dunk by Gavin Keller, and he got fouled on the two-handed throwdown. All right, welcome. We're about 4.5 minutes away here from the opening tip-off of our fourth and final quarterfinal round game of the North Dakota State Girls Class B basketball tournament from the Betty Engelstad Sioux Center here on the campus of UND, home of the Fighting Hawks. And, well, one undefeated team is gone down. The Rugby Panthers knock off the Kidder County Wolves, who were undefeated until that last game. They're now 24-1 and head to the consolation round, and that leaves us with one undefeated team in the tournament, and that undefeated team is the Trenton Tigers, and they don't have an easy matchup as they go up against the one-loss Hettinger Scranton Nighthawks. Coming into this matchup at a record of 23-1. The Trenton Tigers, the champions from Region 8, the Hettinger Scranton Nighthawks, the champions from Region 7. The Nighthawks shoot 45% from the floor, 57% from the free throw line, average about 63 points a game, and allow approximately 37 points per game. Their leading scorers, Alyssa Andrus with 16 points a game, Samantha Oasi with 15 points, and Abby Cludd with 10.5 points per game. For the Region 8 champion Trenton Tigers, they shoot 42% from the floor, 62% from the free throw line, average about 60 points a game, and allow about 28 points per game. Their leading scorers are Katie Hovey, averaging about 16 points a game, Alyssa St. Pierre with just shy of 14 points a game, and JC Turcotte with 9 points per game. Trenton Tigers, I've seen them once this year. Actually, I've seen them twice, I guess you could say, in the semifinals and the championship of the District 15 tournament that was played at Four Bears Casino up in Newtown, or just a couple miles to the west of Newtown, actually. I think 4 miles if you want to get specific. The Trenton Tigers are coached by head coach Bob Turcotte, and the Hettinger Scranton Nighthawks are coached by head coach Kelly Pierce. Once again, the Nighthawks 23-1, the Trenton Tigers 24-0. And the Rugby Panthers will await the winner of this one. And I'm not sure if I'm either the Nighthawks or the Tigers if I want to face the Rugby Panthers, especially if they have a performance tomorrow night like they did tonight against the Kidder County Wolves, holding a team that scores 60 points on average on offense to just 7 points in the first half. That was a pretty remarkable feat there by the Rugby Panthers. It kind of reminds me of last year's Grant County Coyotes. And if you remember back to last year, Grant County ended up not only knocking out their biggest rival, Shiloh Christian, in that Region 5 championship game, but they would knock out the defending state champion Kindred Vikings in the quarterfinals. And then they would go on to play, I think it was the number 1 seed, I can't remember who they played in that semifinal, and then they would, but whoever that was, they would defeat them, and then they'd go on to play the Kildare Cowboys in the championship game and go on to win that state title. 100% underdogs coming out of that Region 5 tournament and into the state tournament. Now you got the Rugby Panthers looking quite identical to that team. The only thing that really doesn't sync up are the buzzer beaters that Grant County hit in that state tournament last year. But like I said, it kind of reminds me. So like I said, whether you're the Trenton Tigers or the Hettinger Scranton Nighthawks, the Rugby Panthers are just, no pun intended, licking their chops, as a Panther probably would, just waiting for either the Tigers or the Nighthawks to come in. Now, if a Tiger takes on a Panther, who do you think would win? I don't know. The battle of two beasts there. But that's a story and a debate for another time. As we're about 30 seconds away from the start of this one here, we will take a quick timeout and be back with your opening tip and starting announcements and all, or starting lineups after this here on the ND Sport. No, we won't. We ran out of time. I talked too long. We're down to 15 seconds, so we'll keep it right here for your non-starters, followed by your starters. And we'll turn down the background noise so that Tom Petty does not give us a copyright strike on our YouTube page. And you'll hear the buzzer right about now.
Good evening, basketball fans, and welcome to the beautiful Betty Ingolstadt Susan and the 2019 Class D Girls Basketball Tournament. Our fourth quarterfinal matchup features our Region 7 champs, the Hettinger Scranton Nighthawks, and champions of Region 8, the Trenton.
You have the Nighthawk fans right behind me, and the Trenton Tiger fans off to my left, around the corner, and on the opposite side as well. So once again, the Nighthawk fans right behind me to my right, and the Tiger fans just barely off to my left and around the corner on the flip side as well. Trenton Tigers, they knocked off the Partial Braves in the District 15 championship game, 44-38, and then they would meet them again in the Region 8 championship game and knock them off by 2 points, 51-49. Before that Partial game, Trenton had to play Mandaree, and it took overtime for Trenton Tigers to win, 64-61. So they're going through the non-starters right now for the Hettinger Scranton Nighthawks. The Tigers would defeat Stanley 46-40 in the semifinals and 66-30 over Burke County in the quarterfinals of that Region 8 tournament. The Region 7 tournament featuring the Nighthawks, they would knock off Mont Region 60-38 in the quarterfinals, New England 63-33 in the semifinals, and 42-36 over Dickinson Trinity in the Region 7 championship game. Of course, Region 7 does not have district tournaments. Just like Region 1, Region 2, and Region 7, and I think there's one other region that doesn't have district tournaments as well. I have 4 of the 5 starters here for the Nighthawks. See if we can figure out who the 5th one is. And now your starters for Trenton Tigers. We'll get to the starters for Hettinger Scranton as soon as you figure out who that 5th one is. now your starters for the Trenton Tigers. First appearance at the state tournament since I believe it's either 2000 or 2001, I can't recall. Caitlin Hovey, a 5'7" junior. Alexis St. Pierre. And then her sister, Alyssa St. Pierre, both of them sophomores. Kellen Norby, 6'1" junior. And then the 5'9" freshman, JC Turcotte, number 42. So once again, Katie Hovey, Alexa, and Alyssa St. Pierre, Kellen Norby, and JC Turcotte, your starters for the Trenton Tigers. Bailey Pierce, Sidra Sadowski, Quinn Melmer, Sam Ose, it's Ose, there we go, Ose. And one other person that we're not sure who it is. It's Alyssa Andrus, a 5'7" junior. One, two, three, four, five. Just counting up, make sure I had 5. Bailey Pierce, Sidra Sadowski, Quinn Melmer, Alyssa Andrus, and Sam Ose, your starters for the Hettinger Scranton Nighthawks. Your starters once again for the Trenton Tigers. Katie Hovey, Alexa and Alyssa St. Pierre, Kellen Norby, and JC Turcotte. Kellen Norby and Sam Ose will start things off. And we're underway with the first quarter of play, and an immediate turnover as stepping out of bounds here for the Nighthawks was, see here, look at the roster. Abby Clutt is in starting, I guess. I'm not sure how she snuck in there. But that's Katie Hovey with the ball now high on the far side, works into the hands near side here for Turcotte. Turcotte works inside for St. Pierre. St. Pierre out to the corner for 3. That one will not go. Off the back rim and into the hands of Bailey Pierce. Bailey Pierce brings it quickly, being guarded by Hovey. Pierce with the pass through the fingertips of Sam Ose. And it's Trenton Tiger basketball off the turnover. Still scoreless here. It says 4-0. Let's reset that. It's 0-0. Far corner there, that's Alexis St. Pierre. And now the ball goes into the backcourt. It's a race for it. And it's picked up here by Alyssa Andrus. And Andrus and one gets it up and in. It's 2-0 with a chance to make it 3 at the free throw line. We'll turn down the background noise there just a little bit because this crowd seems to be a little bit louder than all the other ones. She'll miss the first free throw. The basket will not count. And she will miss the first free throw. So take the 2 off the board. It remains 0-0, 7:12 to go. Free throw up and free throw at the front of the rim. Rebound pulled down by Turcotte. It remains 0-0. She misses both. Turcotte will give it to Hovey. Hovey over the timeline, picks up her dribble, runs into a double team, passes it near side for Alexa St. Pierre. Pierre up now to Hovey once again. 20 to shoot on the shot clock, over to Turcotte. Turcotte pass to St. Pierre. Inside to the other St. Pierre. Loose ball picked up by Hovey right in front of the midcourt stripe. Hovey over to, that is Pierre, Alexa down to Alyssa, and that ball will be tipped out of bounds. Last touch by the Nighthawks, I think anyway, and it'll stay with the Tigers, and it will be, that will indeed be the case. Alyssa St. Pierre will trigger the inbounds pass into Turcotte here in the near corner. Gets up to Hovey on the near wing, and now a foul away from the ball, and the ball will go back to the Nighthawks. We are knotted up at 0-0 here with 6:40 to go in the first period of play. First quarter, I should say. Tigers have 2 team fouls now. Nighthawks work the ball down low. That was partially tipped by Kellen Norby, or blocked, I should say. Jump ball, possession arrow favors the Trenton Tigers. In the backcourt, Turcourt has it. Tipped at the midcourt stripe, taken away, turnover, and picking it up there is Alyssa Andrus. Andrus near side, thought about the three, now pushes it into the corner. Back up down to Cludd. Cludd far side, three is up. That's Alyssa Andrus, that one won't go. Rebound underneath by Cludd. Cludd won't get that reverse layup to go, and that rebound comes down to Katie Hovey. Hovey over the timeline here, and Hovey double dribble is the call. Turnover for the Trenton Tigers. It remains scoreless. 2 minutes, 3 seconds into the quarter, and it's 0-0 between the 24-0 Trenton Tigers and the 23-1 Hettinger Scranton Nighthawks. That pass is intercepted by Turcotte, and then the pass is intercepted by Andrus. Andrus will come back, feed it there to Ose. Ose drives down near side of the lane, lost it off her foot out of bounds. Last touch by a Trenton Tiger, I guess, and it'll stay with the Nighthawks. It'll be an inbounds pass from the baseline. And now they're changing their mind. It's going to go to the Trenton Tigers. And it'll still be an inbounds pass off the baseline, just going the other direction. Inside to St. Pierre, back to Turcotte in the backcourt. 5 seconds on the 10-second clock expired. Now they get it over the timeline. That is St. Pierre over on the far side, Alyssa. Now Katie Hovey here on the near wing. 5.5 to go, 20 on the shot clock. We remain scoreless. Turcotte, far side, one dribble, picks it up. Up top to Hovey, flings it over here. Norby with the shot. That's in and out, won't go. Rebound comes down to Sam Ose. Ose quickly up court there, and the shot's up, in, and one. Count it. It is Alyssa Andrus. 2-0 as Alyssa Andrus will get the foul. I believe it's going to go on Kella Norby, if I'm not mistaken. So we have a media timeout on the floor. It's 2-0 with 5:15 to go here in the first period of play. We'll take a timeout, be back in 30 seconds. NDSUP All-Stars has a new look on a new website that gives you easy access to what you want to know about upcoming activities, All-Star game records, college commitments, and easy access to every episode of the NDSUP All-Stars podcast. Visit the new website at ndsballstars.com. Every year, the top seniors in the state get one more chance to play the game they love. Please consider a donation to help support this great program. Send your gift to NDSUP All-Stars, P.O. Box 6544, Fargo, North Dakota, 58109. All right, coming out of the timeout, or the media timeout on the floor here, it's 2-0 in favor of the Hettinger Scranton Nighthawks over the Trenton Tigers. And once they finally come out of the timeout, it will be Alyssa Andrus, the 5'7" junior, at the free throw line to try to complete the three-point play opportunity. But just because Hettinger Scranton gets a lead, don't put your bets against Trenton just yet. Both times I've seen the Trenton Tigers this year, actually, yeah, 2 times. In the game against Mandaree that went to overtime, and the game against Parshall that was a single-digit win. And both of those games, Trenton at multiple points in the game trailed by as much as 6, 8, 10 points. And they never got the lead until the fourth quarter. And as a result, they would end up winning both of those games. So that's one thing the Nighthawks can't get too confident here with any size lead that they may be able to manage here against the Trenton Tigers with 5:15 to go in the first quarter. And the free throws up and off the side. Hovey will pull down the rebound. Andrus has missed all 3 of her free throw attempts. Hovey with a long 2 off the mark to the right side. St. Pierre will pull down the rebound. The ball was swatted out of bounds by Nighthawk, and it'll go stay with the Trenton Tigers. Once again, 2-0 in favor of the Nighthawks. 5:05 to go here in the first quarter of play. Inbounds pass from the baseline, triggered by Hovey, and it comes in there for Tatum Cryell. Cryell back to Hovey. Hovey will drive into the paint, put up the floater, and it's in, and we're tied at 2. Katie Hovey drops it in and ties the game up. That's our first tie or lead change we've had in the last 2 games. There were no ties or lead changes in the Thompson-Shiloh game. There were no ties or lead changes in the Kidder County Rugby game. And now we finally have our first tie in over 2 games. Out of bounds, back to the Trenton Tigers. As Abby Clund, the 5'8 senior, had hit the ground hard there, but no foul called, and it goes back to the Tigers, and now the Nighthawks putting on a 3/4 court press. No problem this time. Although a lob pass will get tipped and intercepted. Back the other way there, can't see who that is. I believe it might be Quinn Melmer. No, it was 23, not 13. So that was Alyssa Andress. That shot up no good. St. Pierre battles it with Zoe Gunville, or check that, Carolyn Schultz. I was looking at the wrong roster there. Out of bounds, Trenton Tiger basketball. Kaiten Hovey will get the rebound. Head fake to the left, go to the right down the near sideline. Fire it up there to St. Pierre. And don't check that, Cryel. And now the ball goes out of bounds as Cryel steps out. And that gives the ball back to the Hettinger Scranton Nighthawks. We're tied up at 2-2. It says 2-1 on your screen. Once again, if I say the score doesn't match up with what's on your screen, then what I say is the correct score. 4:11 to go, and we have another foul on the play. Caitlin Hovey picks up her first. Inbounds pass finds its way into Abby Steek. And that'll be a pushing foul here on Alyssa St. Pierre. That'll be her first. I believe it's her first. Inbounds pass was triggered by Carolyn Schultz into the hands of Cludd. Cludd back to Schultz, now into the near corner. That is going to be Andress. Andress pulls in, long 2, won't go. Rebound by Ose. Ose, I think she got it up and in. I think it was Ose, but I could not hear as the crowd drowned out the PA announcer and the official stepped in my line of view. See, looking up at the scoreboard, it was indeed Ose. They're showing her with 2 points. 3-pointer on the way at the front of the rim, won't go. That was out of the hands of Turcotte. Loose ball picked up, ends up in the hands of Cludd. Cludd will bring it up over the timeline here for the Nighthawks. Pass into the corner was tipped by Turcotte out of bounds. It'll be a Nighthawk basketball. So 4-2. Nighthawks have the lead, actually. After Trenton tied it at 2. Steele, I missed who got that basket. The crowd's a little bit too loud here for me, and I apologize. Looking up at the scoreboard, it appears that it was Abby Steek. Now back the other way. That shot's up and in. That was St. Pierre. So now the score is 6-4 in favor of the Nighthawks. As we finally got all of our stats updated to match with the board here. And now that shot is up. That one's off the back end. Offensive rebound. That one will float around on the rim and not go in. And now a wrestling match for the ball. Jump ball, possession arrow will favor the Nighthawks. All right, immediate timeout on the floor. I will take a timeout as well. We'll be back after this here on the ND Sports Channel. In our first year and 4 months on the air, the ND Sports Channel brought you a total of 407 games, and 377 of those games were exclusive broadcasts of the ND Sports Channel. That's 377 games that would have had zero broadcast coverage if not for the sponsors who support our sports webcast. We ask that you please patronize and support the sponsors you hear about in this sports broadcast on the ND Sports Channel. Join us and put your business products and services in front of an average of 234 viewers per game. Let's team up. NDSUP All-Stars has a new look on a new website that gives you easy access to what you want to know about upcoming activities, All-Star game records, college commitments, and easy access to every episode of the NDSUP All-Stars podcast. Visit the new website at ndsballstars.com. Every year, the top seniors in the state get one more chance to play the game they love. Please consider a donation to help support this great program. Send your gift to NDSUP All-Stars, P.O. Box 6544, Fargo, North Dakota, 58109. All right, first quarter of play, 6-4 in favor of the Hettinger Scranton Nighthawks over the Trenton Tigers. Hettinger Scranton 23-1, Trenton 24-0. Nighthawk basketballs, they work it up top into the hands of Abby Steek. Steek, far side, three is in. It's Quinn Melmer. Quinn Melmer gets the triple to make it 9-4 and push the lead to 5 over the Trenton Tigers in a travel. That's another turnover for the Trenton Tigers. Well, I said it in the last game that the fans were louder than the first two games combined. And in this game, they beat out the previous game. At least the Nighthawk fans right behind me are incredibly loud for their team. Every time they score a basket, I feel like I need earplugs even though I have headphones on. High post jumper is up. That one's a little bit off the mark. Rebound comes down to Turcotte. Turcotte will hand it off to Hovey. Hovey over the timeline, dribbles up top of the key, fires it off. St. Pierre back up top, and the long two is up on the way out of the hands of Kella Norby. That one won't go, and Klutt will pull down the rebound. Klutt over the timeline here with a minute 27 to go. Bounce pass into the near corner. Officials in my way, cannot see the player. Now they'll work it back over to the far side into the hands of Abby Steek. Steek near side now, that is Quinn Melmer. Melmer looks it down for Klunt. That one won't go. Hovey pulls down the rebound. 9-4. Tigers trail by 5 with a minute 4 to go here in the first quarter. Hovey with the basketball, ball above her head, and now a whistle and a foul away from the ball somewhere along the baseline there. Bailey Pierce picks up her first, team's first. So Hovey will trigger the inbounds pass from the baseline on the far side of the hoop. It comes into Turcotte at the top of the key. And she'll pull up for three. That one missed everything to the right side and out of bounds, and a turnover for the Trenton Tigers. So the Tigers will retreat down to the other end of the court, and the Nighthawks will get at least half the court to themselves. 48 seconds to go. There's a 16-second difference between shot clock and game clock. They'll work it into the near corner. Now back up top into the hands of Melmer. Melmer works it back over near corner here for Schultz. Schultz down low, and that shot is up and no good out of the hands of, that was, looking for the name here, Cludd. That shot no good. Hovey pulls down the rebound. Hovey up court there. That is Cryell. And Cryell puts it up and in. Tatum Cryell gets the Tigers back within 3 with 14 seconds to go. Shot clock off. The Nighthawks can hold for the final shot if they choose to do so. Quinn Melmer gets it up top now. That's Bailey Pierce. Pierce shot a little short. 3 seconds to go with the basketball. Alexis St. Pierre. Hovey with a heave. Oh, and I thought that was going in, but it just missed. It looked good coming out of her hands from a little bit beyond the half-court stripe. And that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter with your score. The Hettinger Scranton Nighthawks 9, the Trenton Tigers 6. We're back after this here on the ND Sports Channel.
Watch all the games on the ND Sports Channel on your home television screen. If your smart TV, Blu-ray, Xbox, PlayStation, 4K, or DVD player has access to the YouTube app, you can watch the ND Sports Channel on your big screen TV right at home, both live games and replays. Simply click on the YouTube app on your smart TV, and with the remote, move over to the search button, type in or highlight ND Sports Channel, and then select the live feed. Or you can browse the game library and watch a previous game on demand anytime you would like. We invite you to subscribe to the YouTube channel, youtube.com/c/ND Sports Channel. You can also watch live games and replays of games on your mobile device using the YouTube app, which can be downloaded from your mobile device's app store if it's not already on your device. Thanks for watching the ND Sports Channel. It's ND Sports Online.
All right, welcome back. As we start the second quarter of play, the undefeated Trenton Tigers trail the Hettinger Scranton Nighthawks by the score of 9-6. For the Tigers, Katie Hovey, Tatum Cryell, and Alyssa St. Pierre, all with 2 points apiece. For the Hettinger Scranton Nighthawks, Quinn Melmer with 3, 2 apiece for Abby Steek, Alyssa Andrus, and Samos. Tigers are inbounding. Turcotte puts it into the hands there of Alexis St. Pierre. Pierre works it into the hands of Hovey, or at least tried to. It's intercepted by Bailey Pierce. Loose ball up the court, and it's blocked by Katie Hovey down at the other end. And that one's up and in. She didn't block it this time. Alyssa Andrus gets the bucket, and it's 11-6. Back to a 5-point lead here for the Nighthawks over the Trenton Tigers as they work it into the far corner. 3 is on the way, too strong. Way too much on that one. Loose ball rebound comes down to Alexis St. Pierre out of the hands of that three-pointer that came out of the hands of Cryell. And now we'll have a whistle and a stoppage in play. Abby Clute gets her first, team second. Inbounds pass comes to Hovey. Hovey has it tipped out of her hands. Now she's in a double team, needs some help. Gets into the hands there, Cryell. Cryell back to Hovey. Hovey looking, fakes left, goes right, finds her teammate, down on the low block, and it's up and in. It's Alyssa St. Pierre. And a loose ball picked up now by Cryell. Cryell gets up to Hovey. Hovey lost it off her foot, chases it down, gets it before it goes out of bounds. Now Turcotte will have it. Turcotte back to Hovey. Hovey thought about the 3, fakes left, goes right on the baseline, dishes it off for St. Pierre. That one doesn't go in, and we have a whistle and a foul. And I believe the foul's going on Trenton, but I'm not sure who. Caitlin Hovey will pick up her second now. That's team foul number 4. No, check that. Team foul number 6. I forgot to write in the last couple here. That shot's up and in as I was Alyssa Andrus makes a 2-pointer to make it 13-9, or 13-8, excuse me. Three-pointer from the corner, it's in! Alexa St. Pierre with the triple. And now it's a 2-point game, 13-11. They work it down low, 15-11. It's Samos. Samos got the bucket. 5:44 to go here. Hovey fires it down to St. Pierre off her fingertips, bats it out to the corner to Turcotte, back up top to Hovey. Hovey drives into the free throw line, tried to pass it to St. Pierre through the legs of Samos unsuccessfully. Back down at the other end, Hovey with a block shot, and now Hovey's going to pick up a foul and go into the line to shoot 2 will be Abby Cludd. Caitlin Hovey needs to be a little bit careful here. She has 3 already, and we have a media timeout on the floor. The Hettinger Scranton Nighthawks lead the Trenton Lady Tigers by the score of 15-11. We'll be back in a moment here on the ND Sports Channel.
What do basketball, choir, drama club, and marching band all have in common? They're all high school activities that offer learning opportunities not necessarily found in the classroom. They take up just a fraction of a typical North Dakota high school's budget, and they go a long way to giving young people the tools they need to thrive. High school activities, they're more than extracurricular. They're extra important, too. This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
It's the kid in grade school who paints her face blue and white before every home game.
It's the accountants and salesmen who give up their Friday evenings to referee.
It's the cashier at the corner convenience store who wears school colors on every game day.
What makes high school sports here in North Dakota so special? They do. You do.
We all do.
This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
All right, welcome back. Betty Engelstad Sioux Center here on the campus of UND, home of the Fighting Hawks. It's the 23-1 Hettinger Scranton Nighthawks leading the 24-0 Trenton Tigers by the score of 15-11 with 5:27 to go, and at the free throw line is Abby Claude, the 5'8 senior. Free throw up and in. 16-11, it's a 5-point game. Claude with the second free throw. She'll dribble it a couple times, tee it up, let it go, and it looks like it's going to be short, and it is. Off the front iron, rebound pulled down by Sam Ose, and Ose at the rebound gets the bucket. 18-11. Far side, that's Turcotte. Turcotte dangerously close to the hands of Hovey right in front of the timeline. Three-pointer on its way, in and out, won't go. Rebound, I think that was Alyssa St. Pierre underneath. And it was, and she'll get fouled and go to the free throw line. Alyssa St. Pierre with the first free throw, and the second one is in as well. This is typical Trenton Tiger basketball from what I've noticed anyway. They hang around and then they bite you on the end. Will it be the same scenario here? They work the ball down low there to Cludd. Cludd puts it outside into the hands of Andrus for the Nighthawks. Andrus puts it in the hands of Schultz. Schultz runs into a double team, pushes into the corner, back to Cludd underneath, back to Schultz, tees it up for three. Off the mark to the right side. Battle for the rebound, comes down to the Nighthawks. Back to Cludd, drives the lane and puts it up and in. Falling down, makes the layup. 7-point game now, 20-13. Alyssa St. Pierre, three-pointer on its way, banks it in. It is Alexa St. Pierre with her second triple of the game, 20-16, and it's a 4-point game once again. Alyssa Andrus works it down low to Cludd. Cludd back up top to Schultz. Schultz maybe thought about the three, now gives it up there for Sam Ose at the free throw line. Back down low to Cludd and a foul underneath. It's going to be a push on either St. Pierre or Norby. We'll see. Looks like Norby. Yep. Her first, that's team foul 8. Puts Cludd at the free throw line where she's 1 for 1. 4-point game. Cludd can make it 5. She will not. Excuse me, I have the hiccups there. She missed it. Cludd with the free throw. It's in. 21-16. 5-point basketball game. Hovey to Turcotte. Turcotte up court there to St. Pierre. St. Pierre kicks it out, and the long two is up by Kella Norby. 21-18. Three-pointer on the way. That one's out the back. Iron won't go. Loose ball out of bounds into the Trenton Tiger bench. Will stay with the Nighthawks. Triggering inbounds pass will be Carolyn Schultz. Schultz looking, fires it up for Cludd and nearly intercepted. And they'll work the ball down low there to Ose. Pass out and a rebound into the hands there of Alexa St. Pierre. Up to Hovey. Hovey runs the court over to the far wing. Up top there for, that is St. Pierre. Down low to St. Pierre. It was Alexa to Alyssa St. Pierre. Alyssa St. Pierre with the bucket. And it's a 1-point game, 21-20. The Tigers threatening. Trenton Tiger fans chanting defense, defense. Cross-court pass into the hands of Abby Steek. Steek down low to Cludd, falling down out the front of the iron, won't go. Turcotte pulls down the rebound. Turcotte to Hovey. Now they'll work it inside. The ball is tipped around and stolen by Sam Ose. Ose one-on-one, now one-on-three. Ose can't get it to go. Hovey pulls down the rebound, and I looked down for a split second. I saw a Nighthawk player on the floor, and so we have a media timeout, and we'll take a timeout so we can figure out what happened there and give you the update when we come back here in a moment on the ND Sports Channel.
ND Sup All-Stars has a new look on a new website that gives you easy access to what you want to know about upcoming activities, All-Star game records, college commitments, and easy access to every episode of the ND Sup All-Stars podcast. Visit the new website at ndsballstars.com. Every year, the top seniors in the state get one more chance to play the game they love. Please consider a donation to help support this great program. Send your gift to ND Sup All-Stars, P.O. Box 6544, Fargo, North Dakota, 58109.
All right, welcome back. Second quarter of play, 2:34 to go here. 21-20, Nighthawks lead over the Tigers. But the Tigers looking to take the lead here, and if they can do so, it would be their first lead of the game. The closest they come was a 2-2 tie. And that shot is missed. Rebound to the Nighthawks. Coming back the other way is Alyssa Andrus. Andrus dribbles over far side up top. Cludd for three. And that one will not go in. Bounced off the head there of Quinn Melmer, and it will indeed go back to the Tigers. Tigers inbound pass comes to Caitlin Hovey. Hovey being guarded in the backcourt there by Andrus. Hovey over the timeline. Hovey bounce pass across the paint. Shot is up, too strong. Loose ball rebound comes down to St. Pierre. That one's up and in. It's Alyssa St. Pierre with the bucket. And the Trenton Tigers take the lead at 22-21. And now all of a sudden the Nighthawk crowd is simmered down a little bit as they see the Tigers. Ooh, and they maybe got away with a travel there. Was Bailey Pierce. She went up and down, and I think the Nighthawks almost called a timeout. But they were signaling for it. They didn't get it, and then they must have changed their mind. So inbounds pass comes back up top. 3 to shoot on the shot clock. Driving in. The shot is blocked, and that will be a rebound into the hands of J.C. Turcotte. The shot was blocked there by Kella Norby. Hovey up top now. Hovey works it into the hands of Cryel. Cryel up top to St. Pierre. St. Pierre will hand it off to Hovey. It's a dribble handoff. Hovey fakes left, goes right, nearly lost the ball, picked it back up here on the near wing. 10 to shoot on the shot clock. Turcotte back to Hovey. Fakes left, goes right. Hovey puts up the 14-foot jumper, and it's in! And the Tigers extend their lead to 24-21. 3-second difference between game clock and shot clock. The Nighthawks can chew the clock down to 3 seconds. Wide open for 3 to tie. I know it will not go in. Offensive rebound by Andrus. That shot won't go. Turcotte with the defensive board, hands it out to Hovey, and now a whistle and a timeout. Trenton with 19.4 seconds to go. The Trenton Tigers with a 3-point lead take a timeout. We will do the same. Back in 30.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in North Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
All right, welcome back. Trenton Tiger basketball out of the timeout. Hovey has to chase that one down into the backcourt. She'll pick it up. Shot clock off. Tigers can hold for the final shot. 13 seconds to go. St. Pierre up top. That is Norby. Norby sends it over to Hovey. Hovey drives the lane, and it's blocked by Samos. Back the other way quickly. Three-pointer up to tie, won't go. Loose ball rebound, comes down, and that brings us to halftime. The Trenton Tigers lead 24-21 over the Hettinger Scranton Nighthawks. We'll add up some numbers, come back with a halftime show in a little bit here on the ND Sports Channel.
Paper tickets. Rookie mistake. Game Time is the fastest way to buy tickets to live events with your friends. You can buy the perfect seats in seconds, and tickets are delivered directly to your phone, so you always have them with you. Download Game Time free on the App Store, and you'll instantly see a curated list of the best upcoming events in your area. Game Time sorts through thousands of available seats on the market and presents you with only the 50 best values. One of the best things about Game Time is you can get tickets at last-minute prices even after the game starts. Download Game Time free on the App Store today.
Quality Home Restorations is Fargo Moorhead's go-to place for quality home remodel and repair services. Quality Home Restorations offers free estimates on all your home remodel and repair projects like drywall, laminate flooring, roofing, and much more. Check out the great photos of past projects completed by Quality Home Restorations on their Facebook page. Just search Quality Home Restorations. When it comes to your home being restored, count on Quality Home Restorations. Call Mike today at 400-1751. That's 400-1751 to set up an appointment for a free estimate. Quality Home Restorations in Fargo.
Okay, here are 3 important reasons why your son or daughter should play a sport in high school.
Number 1.
High school sports teach valuable life lessons like self-discipline and time management skills.
2.
Teens who play a high school sport have better grade point averages.
And number 3.
High school sports are safer than ever before.
This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators.
The game is close. It's a big rivalry. Students jump out of their seats while the cheerleaders lead the chanting. Everyone is on edge. The shot is up and the buzzer sounds. All eyes follow the ball. Will it fall through the net? You can hear the hush of the crowd. With your whistle, you watch if his feet were inside the line or not. The crowd erupts. It's a game winner. Or is it? You make the call. Become an official. Contact your local high school. A message from the North Dakota High School Activities Association.
NorthDakotaScores.net is your top source for statewide scores for both boys and girls high school sporting events in the state of North Dakota. Football, soccer, basketball, hockey, wrestling, baseball, volleyball, softball. Get all the scores every game, every night, every single sports season of the school year. You can count on NorthDakotaScores.net year after year to provide over 99% of the results for high school sporting events in North Dakota, all reported from trusted and reliable sources. Follow North Dakota Scores on Twitter. Search @NDScores and get the same scores on your mobile device every night.
What do basketball, choir, drama club, and marching band all have in common? They're all high school activities that offer learning opportunities not necessarily found in the classroom. They take up just a fraction of a typical North Dakota high school's budget, and they go a long way to giving young people the tools they need to thrive. High school activities, they're more than extracurricular. They're extra important, too. This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
In our first year and 4 months on the air, the ND Sports Channel brought you a total of 407 games, and 377 of those games were exclusive broadcasts of the ND Sports Channel. That's 377 games that would have had zero broadcast coverage if not for the sponsors who support our sports webcast. We ask that you please patronize and support the sponsors you hear about in this sports broadcast on the ND Sports Channel. Join us and put your business products and services in front of an average of 234 viewers per game. Let's team up.
It's the kid in grade school who paints her face blue and white before every home game.
It's the accountants and salesmen who give up their Friday evenings to referee.
It's the cashier at the corner convenience store who wears school colors on every game day.
What makes high school sports here in North Dakota so special? They do. You do.
We all do.
This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
ND Softball All-Stars has a new look on a new website that gives you easy access to what you want to know about upcoming activities, All-Star game records, college commitments, and easy access to every episode of the ND Softball All-Stars podcast. Visit the new website at ndsballstars.com. Every year, the top seniors in the state get one more chance to play the game they love. Please consider a donation to help support this great program. Send your gift to ND Softball All-Stars, P.O. Box 6544, Fargo, North Dakota, 58109.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in North Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports. It's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Watch all the games on the ND Sports Channel on your home television screen. If your smart TV, Blu-ray, Xbox, PlayStation, 4K, or DVD player has access to the YouTube app, you can watch the ND Sports Channel on your big screen TV right at home, both live games and replays. Simply click on the YouTube app on your smart TV, and with the remote, move over to the search button, type in or highlight ND Sports Channel, and then select the live feed, or you can browse the game library and watch a previous game on demand anytime you would like. We invite you to subscribe to the YouTube channel, youtube.com/C/ND youtube.com/ND Sports Channel. You can also watch live games and replays of games on your mobile device using the YouTube app, which can be downloaded from your mobile device's app store if it's not already on your device. Thanks for watching the ND Sports Channel. It's ND Sports Online.
All right, welcome back. We're at halftime here as the Trenton Tigers lead the Hettinger Scranton Nighthawks by a score of 24-21. Samantha Oos leads the way for the Nighthawks with 8, followed by Alyssa Andrus with 6. Quinn Melmer with 3, and 2 apiece for Abby Cludd and Abby Steek. Let's see here. For the Trenton Tigers, both Alyssa and Alexa St. Pierre with 8 points each, Katie Hovey with 4, Kella Norby with 2, and Tatum Cryell with 2. That wraps up your individual scoring for the two teams. Team numbers for the Nighthawks: 21 points, 9 of 35 for 25% from the floor, 1 of 8 from beyond the three-point arc for 12% three-point shooting, 2 of 7 from the free throw line, 28%, 18 rebounds, 11 offensive, 7 defensive, 4 assists, 9 steals, 2 blocks, 6 turnovers, 4 team fouls, point off the bench 2, points off second chance points 6, and points off turnovers 0. For the Trenton Tigers, 24 points scored, 10 of 25, 40% from the field, 2 of 8, 25% from three-point land, 2 of 2, 100% from the free throw stripe. Rebounds 19, split up into 5 offensive and 14 defensive boards, 5 assists, 3 steals, 4 blocks, 11 turnovers, 8 personal fouls, 2 points off the bench, 4 points off second chance points, and 2 points off turnovers. And that's your halftime numbers here for the Hettinger Scranton Nighthawks and the Trenton Tigers. We're about 37 seconds away. We'll take a timeout.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in North Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports. It's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
All right, welcome back. The final half of basketball in the quarterfinal round of the North Dakota State Girls Class B basketball tournament. Be here today, we'll be here tomorrow, we'll be here Saturday for the championship game. Nighthawks will have the basketball to start the third quarter of play. Nighthawks will work the ball around the perimeter, now back up top into the hands of Bailey Pierce. Pierce fires it over near side here for Alyssa Andrus. Andrus looks down low, that shot's up and in, it's Sam Oos. Sam Oos enters the double-digit club and pulls her team within 1, 24-23. Hovey over the timeline. A one-handed pass goes out of bounds, and it'll go back to the Nighthawks. Turnover, and the Nighthawks have a chance to take the lead. Trenton took the lead at 22-21. They haven't given up since then. But then again, not a lot of points have been scored since that lead change either. Nighthawks with an opportunity. It might come here. No, a clean block. Turcotte pulls it away, and they're going to call a jump ball. As Turcotte basically gets thrown to the floor there by Alyssa Andrus. And they'll call a jump ball, and the possession will favor the Trenton Tigers. 24-23 here in the third quarter of play. Holby hands it off in the backcourt there to Alexa St. Pierre. Nighthawk fans cheering on their team with stomps and claps, excuse me. Nice look from Holby down low there for Turcotte, but the bucket would not go. Turcotte gets pushed and falls over. Back down at the other end, fighting for a way to the hoop, and they'll draw a foul. The foul will be on, I believe, Kella Norby. If it is, it's her second. Alyssa Andrus with 6 points with a chance to tie and possibly take the lead here, shooting 2. First one's up, off the mark. The best she can do is tie. We're tied. 24-24, 1 for 2 on the line for Andrus on that trip. And she's 1 of 5 in the game. That shot up no good. Rebound comes down to the Nighthawks. Bailey Pierce will bring it up over the timeline. Pierce pushes it into the corner. Cross-court pass, that's Cludd. Cludd stutter steps, fires it back into the near corner. Now they look down low, and Katie Holy stole it. Katie Holy jumped in and stole that one away, and she brings it back down the floor, teeing it up for 3, a little bit too strong out of the hands of Alexa St. Pierre, and back the other way, Bailey Pierce with the basketball for the Nighthawks. Pushes it into the corner, now driving baseline, there's Quinn Milmer. Back to Pierce, up to Cludd. Cludd drives into the lane, puts up a shot that goes a little bit off to the right. Follow-up shot out the rebound, it's Sam Ose. 26-24, lead change number 3. Alyssa St. Pierre, by the way, Tigers going from right to left as I see it. St. Pierre, top of the key 3, is in! 27-26 and another lead change back to the Tigers. 5:27 to go as they work it around the perimeter. Tried to work it inside, and the pass was stolen by Kella Norby. Norby will hand it off to Holby here in the backcourt. Holby across the timeline with 5:15 to go. Teeing it up for 3, it looks good, but it's off the front of the rim. Offensive rebound by Kella Norby. Norby works her way down low, gives it to Alyssa St. Pierre. St. Pierre will draw the foul and make a trip to the free throw line. And we have another media timeout as Sam Ose picks up her second personal foul. 5:07 to go, third quarter of play. It's a 1-point lead for the Trenton Tigers, 27-26. We're back in 30 here on the ND Sports Channel.
The Fargo North softball team is live for a second season on the ND Sports Channel. Live broadcast of every game, home and away, including every swing of the bat, every stolen base, every strikeout, and every home run for the Fargo North Spartans will be live on the ND Sports Channel. Video broadcasts of most regular season games, as well as radio broadcasts of the regional and state tournament. Get the most accurate and up-to-date Spartan softball broadcast schedule on our website at ndsportschannel.com/game schedule.
The game is close. It's a big rivalry. Students jump out of their seats while the cheerleaders lead the chanting. Everyone is on edge. The shot is up and the buzzer sounds. All eyes follow the ball. Will it fall through the net? You can hear the hush of the crowd. With your whistle, you watch if his feet were inside the line or not. The crowd erupts. It's a game winner. Or is it? You make the call. Become an official. Contact your local high school. A message from the North Dakota High School Activities Association.
Alyssa St. Pierre at the line here to shoot a pair for the Tigers, and the first one's off the front of the rim, no good. 27-26 in favor of the Trenton Tigers. St. Pierre's second free throw is in. 28-26. She was 1 of 2, missed her first, made her second. Cludd will bring it over the timeline here for the Nighthawks. Being guarded by, that is Cryell. Now they'll feed it into the hands of Bailey Pierce. Pierce over to Cludd over on the far wing. 22 to shoot on the shot clock. Baseline jumper up, near side, missed it. Cludd with the offensive rebound. Cludd will not get that one to drop in as it rolls out the front of the rim. And then Cryell will pick up the loose ball on the pass attempt out to the top of the key. Cryell to Hovey. Hovey, ball above her head, works it up top of the key to Alexis St. Pierre. Pierre backs up in between the circles, gives it back to Hovey. Hovey with 20 to shoot on the shot clock. 4.5 to go here. Third quarter of play. 28-26, 2-point lead. Hovey thought about it, dishes it off. Three-pointer on the way out of the hands of Cryell. That one will not go. Cludd pulls down the rebound. Back the other way now. Cludd all the way to the hoop with the basketball. Shot is up and in. And we're tied at 28. That is the second tie of the game. We're tied at 2-2 and we're tied at 28. Hovey can't get that one to go. Cludd will pull down the rebound. Cludd with a pass up that's intercepted by Alexis St. Pierre. St. Pierre will bring it back over the timeline and give it to Hovey. Hovey with 3:43 to go will call for play number 2. She'll fire it over to St. Pierre over on the high post. St. Pierre hands it off. Hovey with the shot and one. Hovey gets the handoff from St. Pierre. And from the high post, floats it in and goes to the line to try and make it a 3-point play. 30-28. Free throw up and a little too strong. Rebound will come down into the hands of Sam Ose. Ose will give it to Cludd. Cludd being guarded by Cryell. Cludd puts it into the hands of Pierce. Back to Cludd up top. 24 to shoot on the shot clock. Cludd dribbles into the high post. Now they push it into the corner there for Abby Steek. Steek with a three-pointer. She'll get the assist. That was Carolyn Schultz, I believe. No, check that. Yes, it was Carolyn Schultz with the triple. That gives the lead back to Hettinger Scranton. And now a turnover, and Cludd comes back the other way. 31-30 in favor of the Nighthawks, and now a whistle and a foul, and I believe the foul is going to go on Alexis St. Pierre. Nope, J.C. Turcotte will get the foul. That is her second, and another media timeout on the floor. I don't know, maybe I've done a lot of state tournaments with media timeouts, but it sure seems like they're taking a lot of them. But I don't work in that aspect of the media, so we'll go with it. Back in 30 seconds here on the ND Sports Channel.
NorthDakotaScores.net is your top source for statewide scores for both boys and girls high school sporting events in the state of North Dakota. Football, soccer, basketball, hockey, wrestling, baseball, volleyball, softball. Get all the scores every game, every night, every single sports season of the school year. You can count on NorthDakotaScores.net year after year to provide over 99% of the results for high school sporting events in North Dakota, all reported from trusted and reliable sources. Follow North Dakota Scores on Twitter, search @NDScores to get the same scores on your mobile device every night. In our first year and 4 months on the air, the ND Sports Channel brought you a total of 407 games, and 377 of those games were exclusive broadcasts of the ND Sports Channel. That's 377 games that would have had zero broadcast coverage if not for the sponsors who support our sports webcast. We ask that you please patronize and support the sponsors you hear about in this sports broadcast on the ND Sports Channel. Join us and put your business products and services in front of an average of 234 viewers per game. Let's team up.
All right, third quarter of play, a 31-30 lead for the Hettinger Scranton Nighthawks over the Trenton Tigers. This one has been back and forth. We've had 2 ties and a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lead changes. Last lead change coming at 31-30. Shot is up and it's in. It's Samos pushing the Nighthawk lead to 3. 33-30. Hovey fires it over to St. Pierre. Up top now, that is Norby. Norby to Hovey here on the near wing. Hovey to Turcotte up top. Nighthawk fans chanting defense right behind me. Hovey straight away and now works at the St. Pierre here on the near wing. Drives into the paint. Pops it out to Norby. Norby's shot won't go. Defensive rebound for the Nighthawks comes down into the hands of Sam Olds, who gives it to Cludd in the backcourt. Cludd now near wing, teeing it up for 3. On the way, a little short. Out of the hands there, Bailey Pierce. Rebound comes down to Kella Norby. Back up court quickly, that is Cryell. Cryell waiting for some teammates, gets it to Turcotte. Turcotte puts it up for 3. No, it's a little short. Rebound, though, comes down into the hands of Alyssa St. Pierre. St. Pierre dribbles it out to the corner, gives it in to Hovey. Hovey layup won't go. Cludd pulls down the rebound. Back the other way come the Nighthawks with a 3-point lead and 1:37 to go here in the third quarter of play. It's 33-30. Cludd fires it near side. That's Bailey Pierce. Pierce looks down low. Back up top. Wide open for 3. It's on its way. Off the back iron, no good. That was Schultz with the 3-point attempt. Back the other way now comes Turcotte, and now she'll hand it off to Alyssa St. Pierre in the backcourt, brings it over the timeline with 1:14 to go. Once again, it's a 3-point lead. St. Pierre still with the basketball, down low, looking for the reverse layup, won't go. Sam Olds pulls down the rebound, gives it to Cludd. Cludd brings it over the timeline. Cludd steps up just in front of the 3-point arc and then fires out the pass to Bailey Pierce. Outside, wide open for 3. Out the front iron, won't go. Pulling down the rebound is Kella Norby. Norby gives it to Hovey in the backcourt. Hovey will cross the timeline here with 43 seconds to go. 27 on the shot clock. Hovey fakes left, goes right, kicks it out. Corner 3, Turcotte up and in and out, won't go. Rebound pulled down by Cludd. Cludd brings it up quickly, 2-on-1, bounce pass through the paint, up won't go. Loose ball rebound, goes out of bounds and back to the Trenton Tigers. Holy smokes, that was a lot of action to call. All right, so after a short beverage break, we're back and ready to go. Alexa St. Pierre will bring it over the timeline here. Bounce dribble pass there to Hovey. Wide open underneath is Turcotte. Give the assist to Katie Hovey, and Turcotte gets her first bucket of the game. 3 seconds at the buzzer, won't go. Oh, did she draw the foul? She did. That'll stop the clock with 0.2. It'll be an inbounds pass. I highly doubt that there's time here to get a shot off, but we'll see. Nope, not close. That'll bring us to the end of the third with the Hettinger Scranton Nighthawks leading 33-32 over the Trenton Tigers. The fourth quarter should be a good one. It's a 1-point game heading into the fourth. Back after this on the ND Sports Channel.
Watch all the games on the ND Sports Channel on your home television screen. If your smart TV, Blu-ray, Xbox, PlayStation, 4K, or DVD player has access to the YouTube app, you can watch the ND Sports Channel on your big screen TV right at home, both live games and replays. Simply click on the YouTube app on your smart TV, and with the remote, move over to the search button, type in or highlight ND Sports Channel, and then select the live feed. Or you can browse the game library and watch a previous game on demand anytime you would like. We invite you to subscribe to the YouTube channel, youtube.com/c/ND Sports Channel. You can also watch live games and replays of games on your mobile device using the YouTube app, which can be downloaded from your mobile device's app store if it's not already on your device. Thanks for watching the ND Sports Channel. It's ND Sports Online.
All right, fourth quarter of play. It's Nighthawk basketball with a 1-point lead, 33-32. Nighthawks work it around the perimeter near side. Now they work it down low. That is Ose. Ose won't go. Rebound to Turcotte. Turcotte hands it off to St. Pierre. St. Pierre crosses the timeline. Dribbles down into the near corner. Nearly lost the ball. Picked it up before it went out of bounds. They'll get into the hands of Hovey, and Hovey will back up in between the circles and reset. 7:28 to go, 19 on the shot clock. Loose ball picked up there by St. Pierre. St. Pierre will fire the pass to Norby. Norby near side now to Hovey. Gets around her defender, draws, goes to the basket, draws the foul. She'll go to the line to shoot two. The basket did not go in, but she'll have to get those 2 points the hard way. With the clock stopped, the Tigers have a chance to tie and take the lead. The Tigers are used to close games like this one. Hovey makes her first free throw of the game. Prior to that, she was 0-1. Now she's 1 for 2. And we're tied at 33. And they'll take the lead at 34. Trenton Tigers, Katie Hovey, 2 for 2, and they lead by 1. 7:07 to go. Fires the pass near side here for Andrus. Andrus drives into the lane. It was blocked by Norby, and the ball is picked up by Turcotte. Turcotte advances it up the court there into the hands of St. Pierre. That's Alexa. Now back into the hands of Turcotte. Turcotte gives it to Hovey. Hovey in between the circles. She'll set up the play with 22 to shoot on the shot clock. Gets the high ball screen here. Now comes to the near wing. Picks up her dribble, gets it to Turcotte. Turcotte looking to her right, and hands it off there to Alexa St. Pierre. Gives it back to Hovey. Hovey back up top. 8 to shoot on the shot clock. Hovey drives in. High post. Jumper up off the front of the rim. Won't go. Cludd pulls down the rebound. Cludd with a quick pass up the court to Andrus. Andrus gives the lead back. She has 9 points, and it's 35-34. Hovey looks inside for St. Pierre. The ball is ripped away by Andrus. Back the other way now. Andrus with the shot and a whistle and a foul. So Alyssa Andrus will go to the free throw line. The steal was actually by Sam Ose, who passed it up to Andrus. So the Nighthawks lead by 1 with a chance to extend that lead here with just shy of 6 minutes to go, and the free throws off the front of the rim, no good. Second free throw. Got it. 1 for 2 on that trip, and it's a 2-point lead at 36-34. Hovey with the basketball, far wing, works it up top to Alyssa St. Pierre. At the top of the key, back to Hovey now on the near wing. 20 to shoot on the shot clock. Hovey into the paint, got it. We're tied at 36. Cross-court pass That was far side into the hands of Caitlin Schultz. Schultz will get it back, tee it up for three, bounces out the front of the rim. Turcotte with the rebound. Up court now, that is Alexa St. Pierre. St. Pierre to the hoop, won't go. Cludd with the rebound, comes back the other way. 5:14 to go. Cludd still with the basketball, works her way to the hoop. Can't get it to go in. And now she'll rip it away off the rebound by Norby. Cludd ripped it away from Norby. As a result, an elbow went into the gut of Turcotte. Turcotte possibly had the wind knocked out of her. Looks like she'll be okay. 5:08 to go here, fourth quarter of play. The possession arrow currently favors the Trenton Tigers. FYI, Alyssa St. Pierre will trigger the inbounds pass to Hovey. Hovey being guarded in the backcourt there by Quinn Melmer. Hovey gets it up there to Alexa St. Pierre. St. Pierre crosses the timeline, hands it back over to Hovey. Hovey dribbles up top of the key. Looks down low, Turcotte, reverse layup, up and in! Turcotte breaks the tie, 38-36. Nighthawks bounce pass up top, now over to the far wing. They tried to look down low, it was tipped by Alyssa St. Pierre, and that shot's no good as somehow the ball came into the hands of Abby Cludd, and falling forward, she'd put the shot up, and now we have another media timeout on the floor. Trenton Tigers 38, Hettinger Scranton Nighthawks 36, 4:28 to go, fourth quarter of play. Back with more of the fourth in 30 seconds here on the ND Sports Channel.
The Fargo North softball team is live for a second season on the ND Sports Channel. Live broadcast of every game, home and away, including every swing of the bat, every stolen base, every strikeout, and every home run for the Fargo North Spartans will be live on the ND Sports Channel. Video broadcasts of most regular season games as well as radio broadcasts of the regional and state tournament. Get the most accurate and up-to-date Spartan softball broadcast schedule on our website at ndsportschannel.com/game schedule.
Okay, here are 3 important reasons why your son or daughter should play a sport in high school.
Number 1.
High school sports teach valuable life lessons like self-discipline and time management skills.
2.
Teens who play a high school sport have better grade point averages.
And number 3.
High school sports are safer than ever before.
This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators.
All right, welcome back. Trenton leads Hettinger Scranton 38-36 coming out of the media timeout on the floor. On TV, they want to select a play of the game. I don't know if that play of the game has happened yet, to be honest with you. 38-36. We've had 4 ties and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 lead changes. Last lead change came at 38-36 for the Trenton Tigers, and that inbounds pass is swatted out of bounds. And the Nighthawks will have to try again, this time instead of on the far side of the hoop, on the near side of the hoop from the baseline. Inbounds pass, top of the key, catch and shoot 3, on the way off the left side of the rim. Alyssa St. Pierre with the rebound. And Pierre gets it to Turcotte. Nighthawk fans wanted to travel, they're not gonna get it, and now Katie Hovey will slow things down, and they'll call a jump ball, and that possession arrow will favor the Nighthawks as Turcotte tried to rip it away there from Abby Cludd, as Abby Cludd dived in, trying to steal that basketball away. So they'll fire it into Bailey Pierce. He'll cross the timeline, put it on the near wing, now into the hands of Andrus. Cross-court pass over to Quinn Melmer. Melmer looks down low, passes tip, goes out of bounds. And which way will it go? It'll go to the Nighthawks. Top of the key to Cludd. Cludd back over near side. That is Andrus. Andrus gets called for the travel. Katie Hovey with the basketball. Crosses the timeline with 3:44 to go in the fourth. And that ball will go out of bounds and back to the Nighthawks. Looking to tie or maybe take the lead with a three, and another timeout on the floor. We'll take a timeout with them. We'll be right back here after this on the ND Sports Channel. Maybe. Can't get the buttons to work. Tell you what, we'll keep it right here. We'll thank a few of our sponsors, including Quality Home Restorations, Game Time, Fargo South Booster Club, North Fargo Softball, Halstead Telephone Company for their support of Hillsborough Central Valley sports, as well as our viewers who have given us their financial donations through our website and or mailing in a donation to us. They have come in from all over the place. We have viewers from Florida, Arizona, California. We've even had some exotic viewers from, God, I can't think of some of the places. Like, now when I say exotic, I'm not talking about some person who is hacking our page, but Hillsborough Central Valley fans that actually travel down to like the tropical islands to watch the game. Little jealous about that one. Back to action now. The Nighthawks have the basketball, trailing by 2, 38-36, 3.5 to go here in the fourth quarter of play. They'll work the ball around the perimeter, now up top into the hands of Alyssa Andrus. Andrus floats one into the lane. It bounces off the rim. It won't go. Out of bounds. Back to the Tigers. Nighthawks put on a couple people. I'd say it's more like a three-quarter court press. Alyssa St. Pierre back up top to Hovey in between the circles. Works it down and low to Kellen Norby. Out for a three. Alexis St. Pierre, it's in! Alexis St. Pierre with the triple. 41-36, 2:57 to go. Nighthawks with the basketball, working into the near wing here. That is Alyssa Andrus. Andrus with a pass down low. It goes out of bounds. They'll stay with the Nighthawks. As diving for it there was, I believe, one of the St. Pierre's. It was Alyssa. And now we have a media timeout on the floor. So we'll take another timeout with them. It's 41-36, the Trenton Tigers, 2:50 away from a date in the semifinals with the Rugby Panthers, but don't count the Nighthawks out just yet. We still got a little bit of basketball to play, and this one could go either way. Back in a moment here on the ND Sports Channel.
The game is close. It's a big rivalry. Students jump out of their seats while the cheerleaders lead the chanting. Everyone is on edge. The shot is up and the buzzer sounds. All eyes follow the ball. Will it fall through the net? You can hear the hush of the crowd. With your whistle, you watch if his feet were inside the line or not. The crowd erupts. It's a game winner. Or is it? You make the call. Become an official. Contact your local high school. A message from the North Dakota High School Activities Association.
All right, welcome back. Betty Engelstad Sioux Center here on the campus of UND, home of the Fighting Hawks. And we have a good one here in the quarterfinals. 41-36, Trenton Tigers lead the Hettinger Scranton Nighthawks with 2:50 to go in the fourth quarter of play. Last lead change came at 38-36. The Nighthawks have not scored since that lead change. They're looking to change that. They'll fire it over near side now, work it down low to Cludd. Cludd works his way through defenders and puts it up and in. Clute, I guess is how you say it. 41-38. Hovey gets it to St. Pierre. St. Pierre hands it off to Hovey. Hovey with a mid-post jumper that will bounce off the back iron, won't go. Clute will pull down the rebound. Clute will bring it over the timeline. 2:20 to go. Clute passes it off. Two passes later into the corner for Melmer. Melmer works it down low. Cross-court pass. Now they work it back down low to Clute. Up top, that was Pierce. And some quick passing here from the Nighthawks. teeing it up for three, far side, off the back rim, won't go. Rebound for, will they call it jump ball, or yes they will. Possession arrow favors the Tigers. Two minutes to go. 41-38. A three-pointer would tie this one up if the Nighthawks can get the ball back, and they do! Quinn Melmer gets the steal, one-on-one with Hovey down at the other end, and Hovey pokes it out of her hands, out of bounds, and it'll remain with the Nighthawks. A nice defensive play there by Katie Hovey, the 5'7" junior for the Trenton Tigers. A minute 46. Inbounds pass comes into the hands of Bailey Pierce. Pierce fires it near side, and then Pierce gets it right back. Fires it far side there to Quinn Melmer. Melmer up top to Pierce. Down low to Clute. And Clute will hit the floor, and it will be Trenton Tiger basketball. Another timeout on the floor. Minute 35, we'll take one more timeout, and assuming that's the final one, we'll come back with the conclusion after this.
ND Sup All-Stars has a new look on a new website that gives you easy access to what you want to know about upcoming activities, All-Star game records, college commitments, and easy access to every episode of the ND Sup All-Stars podcast. Visit the new website at ndsballstars.com. Every year, the top seniors in the state get one more chance to play the game they love. Please consider a donation to help support this great program. Send your gift to ND Sup All-Stars, P.O. Box 6544, Fargo, North Dakota, 58109.
All right, welcome back. 41-38, the Trenton Tigers lead, and they have the basketball. Full court press by the Nighthawks. Long inbounds pass, finds its way into the hands of Katie Hovey, and she gets fouled from behind by Quinn Melmer, I believe. Either that or it was Bailey Pierce. It was Bailey Pierce. Bailey Pierce picks up her second, team foul number 4 here for the Nighthawks. Alexis St. Pierre, the shot's blocked by Samos. Into the hands of Clute. Clute to the basket. And Clute, it will circle around and drop in. How about that? A one-point game as Clute gets the bucket. 41-40, and another timeout on the floor. We'll keep it right here. I don't know if I have much to say, though. Mainly because I need a rest. 1:21 to go in the fourth quarter. 41-40. The last lead change went to the Trenton Tigers at 38-36. The Tigers haven't given up the lead since then, but the Nighthawks are definitely sticking around. A minute 21 to go, 41-40. Oh, like I said earlier, the Tigers are used to these type of games, but usually it's been like a 3 or 4 point exchange. They've always had like a 3 or 4 point lead. Right now, they're lucky to have a 1 point lead. So Turcotte will fire the inbounds pass to Hovey. Full court press back to Turcotte. Turcotte will bring it up towards the timeline, but give it back to Hovey, still in the backcourt. Hovey runs into a double team over the timeline. Tried to get it there to Alexis St. Pierre. Ball out of bounds, and head coach for the Trenton Tigers wants a foul, doesn't get it, turns to the other ref. He wants an explanation. He's not going to get it, and the ball is going to go back to the Nighthawks. Clute with the basketball over the timeline. A minute 4:28 on the shot clock. 1 minute to go now, 25 on the shot clock. They'll work it down low to Clute. Out of bounds, and now she saved it from going out of bounds. And the shot was up no good, out of the hands of Bailey Pierce, and the rebound for Turcotte, and then the ball was poked out of bounds. And I believe the Tigers will keep it, and they will. And Trenton wants another timeout, I think. Yes, Trenton calls a timeout. 41-40 with 48.9 seconds to go. We'll keep it right here. Right now, Alexa St. Pierre leads with 11, followed by Katie Hovey and Alyssa St. Pierre with 10 for the Trenton Tigers. For the Hettinger Scranton Nighthawks, they are led right now by Samos with 14, Alyssa Andrus with 10, followed by Abby Clute with 8. Other scores include 3 apiece for Carolyn Schultz and Quinn Melmer, and 2 for Abby Steek. Other scores for Trenton, let's see here, 2 for Tatum Cryell, 2 for Kellen Norby, and 4 for JC Turcott. The Nighthawk fans are on their feet. Inbounds pass is turned over. Samos. There is a 12-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And after the turnover, another timeout on the floor will keep it here once again. It'll be Nighthawk basketball coming out of the timeout. If they want, they can chew the clock down to as far as 12.6 seconds. That is plenty of time for Trenton to get the ball back should the Nighthawks take the lead. But if the Nighthawks take a shot and miss, that could be bad news for the Nighthawks, depending on who gets that rebound. 43.6 seconds, 31 on the shot clock. So the Nighthawks will almost have a full shot clock, just 4 seconds shy. Triggering the inbounds pass will be Quinn Melmer from the near sideline. About 10 feet to the right of the midcourt stripe. Inbounds pass comes to Clute. Clute with 28 to shoot on the shot clock. Clute far side, that is Andrus. Andrus works it inside for Clute. Clute working away through defenders, gives it to Ose. Ose with the shot, won't go, and that will be a foul on somebody, but I'm not sure who. It'll be a foul on Samos. I think it was on Oose. Let's see here. Oh no, it's on Abby Clute. Yep, it was on Abby Clute. That's her second. It's a 1-point game with 30 seconds to go and another timeout, this one taken by the Trenton Tigers. They want to talk it over. They don't want to turn the ball over again like they did on that previous inbounds pass that they had. Once again, the last lead change came when Trenton took the lead at 38-36. They haven't given it up since then, but both teams haven't scored too many points since then either. Just 3 for the Trenton Tigers and just 4 for the Hettinger Scranton Nighthawks. We'll keep it right here for the conclusion. We won't take any more breaks. We want to thank our sponsors again. Quality Home Restorations, Game Time, Fargo South Booster Club, the North Fargo Softball Club, as well as our viewers who have sent in donations either via email or via our website. We certainly appreciate your support to make these tournament broadcasts possible. No regrets here, 41-40. Long pass will come into the hands of Alexa St. Pierre. She'll grab it. She gets fouled by Clute. Clute with showing some good sportsmanship there, helping Alexa St. Pierre up. And Alexa St. Pierre will go to the line to shoot 1-1. She has to make one to get one. These are huge free throws here for Alexa St. Pierre, who has not been to the line tonight, and her team leads by 1 with 29.9 seconds to go. If she makes both, it would be a 3-point game. First one is on its way, and it's in, and she'll get another one. But before she takes that, we'll have a whistle, and now the official's going over the scores table to discuss something. We believe it's 42-40. Talk about bad timing here for the Trenton Tigers. You get Alexa St. Pierre to the free throw line. She makes one, then she has to stand there and wait to take that second one. It's almost like icing a kicker in football. We'll see if St. Pierre is iced, and she was. It's a 1-point game as she misses that free throw. Back the other way. And Turcotte comes away with the steal, a whistle, and Turcotte looks like she will get up. Looks like she's kind of hobbling a little bit, but it looks that she'll be okay. We'll have a foul here on the Nighthawks. That'll march us down to the other end to shoot free throws. 23.9 seconds to go, 42-40. So JC Turcotte will make her first trip to the line tonight, and it comes with 23.9 seconds to go in the basketball game. If she makes one, it's a 3-point game. If she makes two, it is a 2-possession game. Free throw one is up, and it will not drop in. Turcotte misses it. Nighthawks come back the other way. Clute with the basketball. She'll get fouled by Caitlin Hovey. I think a technical foul has just been assessed. It's not a technical. It was a flagrant foul on Caitlin Hovey, and I have to be 100% honest. I don't see that at all. It was a technical foul, actually. Clute is at the line alone. She makes the first free throw. It's a 1-point game. She can tie it with this one, and then they will get the ball back if she makes it. It's up. We're tied. We're tied at 42. And the Nighthawks will get the ball back due to the technical foul by Katie Hovey, which in my humble opinion was a very questionable technical foul. 14 seconds to go. Shot clock is off. The worst thing Trenton can do here is foul. They'll work the ball around. Down to the baseline, up top, the ball is tipped over the timeline. They can't catch it, and we're going to overtime, tied at 42. We'll keep it right here. All right, we are going to overtime, friends. Tied up at 42 between Trenton Tigers and the Hettinger Scranton Nighthawks on a questionable technical foul that put Clute at the free throw line. She made two to tie it. And now the spirit chant between the two schools here. It'll be a 4-minute overtime. So jump ball in the middle of the court here. Kellen Norby and Sam Ose. And the tip is won by the Trenton Tigers. They'll put it into the hands of Alexa St. Pierre. Pierre gives it to Hovey and right back to St. Pierre. St. Pierre back up in between the circles. 3:50 to go here in overtime. They'll give the ball to Hovey. Hovey gets that high ball screen, cuts down the far side of the lane, mid-post jumper up and out. In and out, rebound comes down into the hands of Bailey Pierce. Pierce quickly down the court into the hands of Andrus. Back to Pierce. Tees it up for three. Off the front iron. Won't go. Rebound comes down into the hands of Andrus. Andrus to Clute. Out of bounds and back to the Tigers. No, they're saying it stays with the Nighthawks. We'll go with it. I didn't see if anybody touched it, so I can't give my comment on if I agree or disagree with that. 3:28 to go. And doesn't matter really if I agree or not. I can't do anything to change any calls that may occur. So Corner three. It's in! Bailey Pierce! Bailey Pierce takes the lead at 45-42 on the triple. Caitlin Hovey drives into the lane, and that pass is tipped around, ends up in the hands of Norby. Norby, and will they call a jump ball? They will. The possession arrow favors the Nighthawks. (45-42), 2:58 to go here in the overtime period. Bailey Pierce will trigger the inbounds pass, and she'll get it right back, being guarded by Hovey in the backcourt. Bailey Pierce passes it to Andrus. Andrus with the shot, won't go. Rebound comes down to, I believe that was Alyssa St. Pierre, excuse me. And now Turcotte tees it up for three. Off the rim, won't go. Rebound comes down to Andrus. Nighthawks have the basketball, leading by three. Turcotte steals it away. A clean strip of the ball. And Turcotte will wait for Hovey to come over the timeline and hand it off. Hovey fires it over there to Alyssa St. Pierre. Up top now to Norby. Norby now to Hovey here on the near wing. Back up top. Turcotte 4-3 off the front of the rim. Won't go. Clute will pull down the rebound. 45-42. Only one bucket has been scored here in the overtime period. And that was out of the hands of Bailey Pierce. A three-pointer that made the score what it is right now. 45-42. And Pierce has the basketball in her hands right now. Two passes later, they work it down low. Hovey steals it, and that's going to be a foul on the Nighthawks, giving the ball back to the Trenton Tigers. We'll march all the way down to the other end to shoot free throws, and we'll see who steps up to the line. It looks like it might be Caitlin Hovey. And it will be. She is 2 of 3 from the line tonight. She's made her last 2. And some important free throws right here. Free throw is up, in and out, won't go. Clute pulls down the rebound. Big missed free throw here for the Trenton Tigers. They'll put it into the hands of Schultz. Nearly stolen away by Hovey, and she will chase down the loose ball, go to the hoop, and it's up and in. Caitlin Hovey makes it a 1-point game, 45-44. Back the other way, the Nighthawks have the basketball. It's Alyssa Andrus up top now. Now they work it into Clute at the high post. Her shot goes out the bottom of the backboard. Rebound to Turcotte to Alyssa St. Pierre. St. Pierre dribbles up, puts up the shot, it won't go. And Clute is down at the other end. The last that I saw, she drove in down the far side of the lane there, and she was falling forward as the shot went off the bottom of the backboard, and then the action came back down to the other end. I didn't even notice that she didn't get back up. And now she's getting up 99% on her own will. She will walk off as the fans actually kind of caught the officials' attention there. That stops the clock with 1:17 to go here in the overtime period. And the Hettinger Scranton Nighthawks lead the Trenton Tigers 45-44 here in the overtime period. And they will have the basketball. Triggering the inbounds pass is Quinn Melmer. Melmer will feed it into Bailey Pierce, being guarded by Hovey in the backcourt as Pierce crosses the timeline with 1:13 to go. Pierce still with the basketball, works it up top. Now they're looking around the perimeter. They get it back into the hands of Pierce. Into the corner, trying to work it down low. Ost gets it up and in. 47-44, under a minute to go. Bounce pass into the hands of Alyssa St. Pierre. Gives it now to Alexis St. Pierre, now to Hovey. Hovey will dribble over to the far wing. Into the corner for Alexis St. Pierre, and a whistle and a timeout, Trenton. 47-44 with 44 seconds to go here in overtime. We'll keep it right here. We said earlier no more timeouts, but we will take a beverage break. All right, welcome back. 47-44, the Nighthawks have the lead over the Tigers with 44 seconds to go here in overtime. Trenton has taken a timeout to talk things over. Katie Hovey missed a free throw earlier in the overtime period. She would get a 2-point basket off a turnover to pull the Trenton Tigers within one at 45-44. And then right after that, it would be Sam Ose getting the feed down low and gets the 2-point bucket to put the Nighthawks back up 47-44. Bailey Pierce kicked off the overtime period to make it 45-42 with a three-pointer. That's her only points of the game. Inbounds pass comes to Turcotte. Poked away, and it's a turnover. 38 seconds to go. There's a 4-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Turcotte pokes it away. Goes over the timeline. Back into the hands of Clute. Clute back over to Pierce. Pierce works it down low there for Melmer. Melmer to Clute, now near side into the hands of Andrus. Andrus up to Clute. 15 seconds on the game clock. 17 on the check that. 10 on the shot clock, 13 on the game clock. They'll work it around in a foul, and this one will be charged to Alexa St. Pierre. That'll be her third. Team foul number 6. They still have a foul to give before free throws come. 12.2. Trenton Tigers need to create a turnover here. Clute will get it. They can hold for the final shot, and they'll have another foul here, stopping the clock at 8.5 seconds. That'll be team foul number 7. That one charged to J.C. Turcotte. And our other undefeated team is on the verge here of being sent to the consolation round with the other undefeated team. Alyssa Andrus with the biggest free throw of the game. It's up and it is in. That is huge because it makes it a 2-possession game. And a timeout, Nighthawks. 8.5 seconds to go. 48-44. The Hettinger Scranton Nighthawks lead the Trenton Tigers 48-44 with 8 seconds to go. It's not impossible, but everything has to go just right for the Trenton Tigers to tie this thing up. We'll keep it right here. All right, second free throw on the way here for Andrus. She missed it. Katie Hovey comes by, puts up a three, off the mark, won't go, out of bounds, stopping the clock with 1.1 second. Nighthawks get the ball back, and the Nighthawks will be joining the Rugby Panthers in the semifinals. The Trenton Tigers suffer their first loss of the year, and a crushing one it is. Your final score, 48-44 in overtime. The best game of the night. Well, we'll set up, well, you know what? We'll take a timeout, and then we'll tell you how everything sets up We'll take a timeout. Be back in a moment here on the ND Sports Channel.
Paper tickets. Rookie mistake. Game Time is the fastest way to buy tickets to live events with your friends. You can buy the perfect seats in seconds, and tickets are delivered directly to your phone, so you always have them with you. Download Game Time free on the App Store, and you'll instantly see a curated list of the best upcoming events in your area. Game Time sorts through thousands of available seats on the market and presents you with only the 50 best values. One of the best things about Game Time is you can get tickets at last-minute prices even after the game starts. Download Game Time free on the App Store today.
Quality Home Restorations is Fargo Moorhead's go-to place for quality home remodel and repair services. Quality Home Restorations offers free estimates on all your home remodel and repair projects like drywall, laminate flooring, roofing, and much more. Check out the great photos of past projects completed by Quality Home Restorations on their Facebook page. Just search Quality Home Restorations. When it comes to your home being restored, count on Quality Home Restorations. Call Mike today at 400-1751. That's 400-1751 to set up an appointment for a free estimate. Quality Home Restorations in Fargo.
Okay, here are 3 important reasons why your son or daughter should play a sport in high school.
Number 1.
High school sports teach valuable life lessons like self-discipline and time management skills.
2.
Teens who play a high school sport have better grade point averages.
And number 3.
High school sports are safer than ever before.
This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators.
The game is close. It's a big rivalry. Students jump out of their seats while the cheerleaders lead the chanting. Everyone is on edge. The shot is up and the buzzer sounds. All eyes follow the ball. Will it fall through the net? You can hear the hush of the crowd. With your whistle, you watch if his feet were inside the line or not. The crowd erupts. It's a game winner. Or is it? You make the call. Become an official. Contact your local high school. A message from the North Dakota High School Activities Association.
NorthDakotaScores.net is your top source for statewide scores for both boys and girls high school sporting events in the state of North Dakota. Football, soccer, basketball, hockey, wrestling, baseball, volleyball, softball. Get all the scores every game, every night, every single sports season of the school year. You can count on NorthDakotaScores.net year after year to provide over 99% of the results for high school sporting events in North Dakota, all reported from trusted and reliable sources. Follow North Dakota Scores on Twitter. Search @NDScores and get the same scores on your mobile device every night.
What do basketball, choir, drama club, and marching band all have in common? They're all high school activities that offer learning opportunities not necessarily found in the classroom. They take up just a fraction of a typical North Dakota high school's budget, and they go a long way to giving young people the tools they need to thrive. High school activities, they're more than extracurricular. They're extra important, too. This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
In our first year and 4 months on the air, the ND Sports Channel brought you a total of 407 games, and 377 of those games were exclusive broadcasts of the ND Sports Channel. That's 377 games that would have had zero broadcast coverage if not for the sponsors who support our sports webcast. We ask that you please patronize and support the sponsors you hear about in this sports broadcast on the ND Sports Channel. Join us and put your business products and services in front of an average of 234 viewers per game. Let's team up.
It's the kid in grade school who paints her face blue and white before every home game.
It's the accountants and salesmen who give up their Friday evenings to referee.
It's the cashier at the corner convenience store who wears school colors on every game day.
What makes high school sports here in North Dakota so special?
They do.
You do.
We all do.
This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
ND Sup All-Stars has a new look on a new website that gives you easy access to what you want to know about upcoming activities, All-Star game records, college commitments, and easy access to every episode of the ND Sup All-Stars podcast. Visit the new website at ndsballstars.com. Every year, the top seniors in the state get one more chance to play the game they love. Please consider a donation to help support this great program. Send your gift to ND Softball All-Stars, P.O. Box 6544, Fargo, North Dakota, 58109.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in North Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports. It's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Watch all the games on the ND Sports Channel on your home television screen. If your smart TV, Blu-ray, Xbox, PlayStation, 4K, or DVD player has access to the YouTube app, you can watch the ND Sports Channel on your big screen TV right at home, both live games and replays. Simply click on the YouTube app on your smart TV, and with the remote, move over to the search button, type in or highlight ND Sports Channel, and then select the live feed, or you can browse the game library and watch a previous game on demand anytime you would like. We invite you to subscribe to the YouTube channel, youtube.com/c/ND Sports Channel. You can also watch live games and replays of games on your mobile device using the YouTube app, which can be downloaded from your mobile device's app store if it's not already on your device. Thanks for watching the ND Sports Channel. It's ND Sports Online.
All right, your final score, 48-44. As the Nighthawks outscored the Tigers 6-2 in that overtime period. Katie Hovey getting the only 2 points in the overtime. Bailey Pierce starting off the overtime with a three-pointer. Sam Oss would get a bucket later, and Alyssa Andrus would make one of 2 free throws. And that would put the game away for the Hettinger Scranton Nighthawks. I've gotten a lot of feedback on Facebook and Twitter already, plus some mumbling in the crowd and stuff, and a questionable intentional foul called on Katie Hovey late in the fourth quarter there. You know, who knows what would have happened if that would have gone the other way. We'll just leave it at that. It's not my job to speculate on calls, and I respect every official and every call that they make. But my humble opinion, I'm not sure about that one, but we'll leave it at that. Once again, your final score, 48-44. Let's see here. Team numbers for the Hettinger Scranton Nighthawks, 19-69 shooting from the floor for 27%, 17% from behind the three-point arc, 3 of 17 total, 7 of 15 from the free throw line for 46%. Rebounds, 45, split up into 16 offensive, 29 defensive, 10 assists, 15 steals, 3 blocks, 14 turnovers, 13 fouls. Points off the bench, 5. Second chance points, 8. Points off turnovers, 0. For Trenton, they were 17 of 55 shooting from the floor for 30%, 4 of 17 from the free throw line for 23%, 6 of 11 from the free throw line for 54%. They had 34 rebounds, split up into 7 offensive and 27 defensive, 9 assists, 10 steals, 7 block shots, 21 turnovers, 15 personal fouls. 2 points off the bench, 4 points on second chance points, and 6 points off turnovers. Leading the way for the Nighthawks, Samantha Oss, 16 points. Alyssa Andrus with 11, followed by Abby Clute with 10. And then 3 apiece for Bailey Pierce, Quinn Melmer, and Carolyn Schultz. And then 2 for Abby Steek. For the Trenton Tigers, 12 points for all 3 of these players, Alyssa St. Pierre, Alexis St. Pierre, and Caitlin Hovey. And then J.C. Turcott had 4, Kellen Norby with 2, and Tatum Cryell with 2 as well. That wraps up this one here. That sets up tomorrow's action, I guess is the way you could put it. And here's what tomorrow looks like. Once again, your finals from earlier today. The Kindred Vikings knock off the number 2 seed Langdon Area Edmore Munich Cardinals 58-43. Kindred coming in as a random draw into the tournament from Region 1. The number 3 seed Thompson Tommies hold off the Shiloh Christian Skyhawks 67-23 in our second quarterfinal round game. Kidder County, the number 1 seed, previously undefeated, falls to the Rugby Panthers, who basically played lights out from the start of that game. An impressive performance for the Rugby Panthers with a 47-39 victory over the Kidder County Wolves. And then in the nightcap, the Hettinger Scranton Nighthawks in overtime knock off the previously undefeated Trenton Tigers by the score of 48-41. We had a total of, let me count this up here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ties, and a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 lead changes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those lead changes for each team. Of the ties, Trenton tied it up on 3 occasions, and Hettinger Scranton tied it up on 2 occasions. The last lead change took place at 45-42 on a 3-pointer in overtime, and that would be the final lead change of the game, as the Hettinger and Scranton Nighthawks would hold on and knock off the undefeated Trenton Tigers by the score of 48-44. So with that said, tomorrow's action will look like this. At 1 o'clock, it'll be Shiloh Christian versus Langdon Area Edmore Munich in the consolation semifinal. And then we'll follow that up at approximately 2:45 with our 2 previously undefeated teams, which I'm sure a lot of us thought would meet in one of the semifinals instead of the consolation semifinal. And it is mind-boggling to believe that 2 teams coming into the state tournament undefeated, one of those 2 teams is going to end up in the 7th place game. I know what I just said was huge, but that is the truth of the matter. And then over in the semifinals here, you have the random draw Kindred Vikings versus the number 3 Thompson Tommies. That should be a good one. Last time those 2 teams played, it took triple overtime to decide a winner. And then in the second semifinal, Rugby will take on Hettinger Scranton. And the winner of Rugby Hettinger Scranton will face the winner of Kindred Thompson in the state championship game. And that should all be good matchups tomorrow. I'm especially curious about that second consolation semifinal between Kidder County and Trenton. We'll see who can pull it off, who can advance to the consolation championship on what has to be probably 2 of the biggest surprises, and on the flip side for the teams on the losing end of the scoreboard, probably 2 of the biggest disappointments. Is both these teams certainly expected to be in the winners bracket, and they didn't get there, and that probably shocked a lot of us, to be 100% honest. I'll be honest. If I had to fill out the brackets ahead of time and pick my winners and losers, I would not have put 2 of those 4 schools in the loser bracket, that's for sure. So, but we'll leave it at that. And then we'll be back on Saturday with the 5th place game, the 7th place game, the 3rd place game, and the championship game. You can check our Twitter for updates. You can follow us on Twitter at NDSportsCH1. You can like us and follow us on Facebook. We'd love it if you were to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We want to get to that 1,000 subscriber mark, as that will lay the groundwork for better broadcasts and a better viewer experience for our viewers. For everyone who listened today, for everybody who watched, thank you so much. We're going to wrap things up here. We'll talk to you tomorrow here from the Betty Engelstad Sioux Center on the campus of the University of North Dakota, home of the Fighting Hawks. The quarterfinal round of the North Dakota State Girls Class B basketball tournament has come to a conclusion. Consolation semifinals and semifinals tomorrow here on the ND Sports Channel. Your final score one more time. Hettinger Scranton Nighthawks 48 and the Trenton Tigers 44. That'll wrap it up. We'll talk to you tomorrow here on the ND Sports Channel. Have an awesome night. And don't forget, all of today's games are available for a 24/7 replay on our YouTube channel. And 3 of the 4 games are available right now. This game here will be available within a few minutes after we conclude our broadcast. Have a good night.
Thanks for watching this presentation of the ND Sports Channel. Did you miss any of the game? Check out Game Rewind on our website at ndsportschannel.com.